Hello, dear friends. Humanist spirituality has no flags, but rather sovereignty, compassion, and human rights. That is why I refuse to participate in hate speech. The positive side of this mess we are living through is the fall of tyrannies. Opinion piece. Yellow alert. Rescue plan. Global reset. More theater to come. End of the draconian era. Trump cuts trade with Spain. Let's start. Planetary has entered a yellow alert according to analyzed message from Commander Ascension received by Emmanuel Dan Pastora and published by Commander Valtor. It states that the planetary rescue plan has been preemptively activated in response to the madness of all those demons who are still there with the power to command and the power to decide. A yellow alert is a level of preemptive warning that indicates the possibility of a risky situation occurring, but without representing a serious or imminent danger at this time. It is an emergency alert level indicating a moderate or low but potential risk. It is used to recommend caution without requiring extreme measures. The Coalition of Worlds Planetary Rescue Plan is described as a cosmic intervention led by a coalition of benevolent beings to save humanity from geopolitical crisis. It consists of a strategic program whose purpose is to protect, stabilize, or assist planet Earth and humanity in the face of global risks. Message. In his view, they are searching for the last tricks to impede the Great Ascension process, but we have told everyone that this process is irreversible. In previous messages, they indicated the planetary evacuation points, and this does not imply that those far from these points cannot be rescued. It only means that these are points where the mothership anchors, and from there the ships begin their irradiation process for all those who have reached the frequency to which the ship's selective beam can raise them. All those whose frequency falls within the required ranges to board the ships will ascend. That is why we always call on everyone to maintain a high frequency. With the rescue, you will go to the ships to be protected from any act of war that endangers life on the planet. This is a preventive plan. A yellow alert for the entire population, and that doesn't mean there is any reason to be afraid. It simply means being prepared for the attack of negative forces that oppose the divine plan. Humanity has cosmic help. They will not allow any Christ-like being to be lost or left behind. They have deactivated the large nuclear arsenals. They use these weapons and missiles to attack people in order to cause panic among humanity, anticipating that the conflict will spread across the planet and that humanity will fall into terror and fear. But remember that our galactic family and Father Mother Adonai have planned all the strategies so that humanity doesn't suffer the onslaught of these acts of war, but these opposing forces wish to wage. They are lost and use these methods to intimidate and frighten humanity. The important thing is not to lower your frequency out of fear. Many succumb to terror, lower their frequency, and that is when they fall prey to negative forces. You must trust in galactic help if a large-scale situation arises. The skies are overcast, and thousands of ships from all galactic families are on alert. In quotes, I have activated the rescue plan for you preventively. That is why I'm intervening to call you to have faith, the message says. There are already designated points where the large rescue ships are anchoring. Seek healing, seek activation so that you can raise your frequency and vibration. This preventive rescue is for those beings who have raised their frequency. Those of lower frequency will be exposed to great transmutations. Those of intermediate rank will also be taken to other systems to continue their process. They will go to systems similar to this planet. The Skrondels, the weak, those who never had a heart, feelings or love, these are the ones who will be left behind in the event of a large-scale war. But here we are vigilant. There will be more theater, more attempts to frighten humanity. But in any case, our galactic brothers and sisters are vigilant. The large rescue ship for all of South America is in Argentina, but other medium-sized ships will be deployed in other countries. Everyone be prepared and attentive. Do not lower your frequency and do not fear anything. There is planetary help for our entire galactic family. Restoration. Restoration of Earth as an intergalactic center. Ismael Perez predicts future changes for the planet between 2029 and 35, including Earth's entry into a recognized intergalactic network. A cosmic alliance is working to liberate humanity from the dark side, and a galactic ethical contract exists that will guide human evolution. The planet's frequency is increasing, and the crystalline grid is being activated. A new state of existence is being prepared in which humanity will evolve and integrate into a galactic community. Once Earth reaches 51% service to others, people will no longer be able to be attacked in any way, and we are very close. World readjustment. World readjustment underway and the end of the draconian era. Ismael Perez describes a global readjustment process in progress, where the benevolent coalition, following the law of one, dismantles the draconian grid, which is an artificial intelligence control system. There is a talk of the dissolution of the old systems in underground bases infiltrated into finance and personal surveillance, in order to prepare humanity for a high-frequency civilization of the new Earth and extraterrestrial revelation. Also highlighted is the acceleration of revelations, the activation of DNA, the collapse of false timelines, and the transition to planetary sovereignty. As in Iraq, the activities in Iran have also been esoteric in nature, aimed at reclaiming the 10th Stargate from the dark forces that have controlled it for millennia. 3 days ago, it was reclaimed for the light. This will bring all kinds of positive results for us and our planet. Iran possesses a Stargate that could change the future of Earth, according to Paul White Gold Eagle. This is more than politics, because Iran is located on a pre-fall energy portal, once used to anchor the energy of eternal life into the body of Mother Earth. Note how the war began during the alignment of 6 celestial bodies. Gradual awakening. A gradual awakening protocol for humanity is being implemented for full disclosure, according to Ismael Perez. The Coalition of Worlds is carefully preparing humanity for the greatest revelation in recorded history. For decades, contact between advanced civilizations and Earth has remained hidden behind classified programs, restricted access facilities, and controlled narratives, but the time of isolation within this fictional universe is coming to an end. Instead of triggering a global shock, economic collapse, or social unrest, the Coalition has initiated Gradual Awakening Protocol, consisting of a strategic rollout of the truth designed to stabilize the planet before open contact. This process includes a gradual normalization of UFO discussions in conversations, the declassification of advanced propulsion and free energy technologies, mind preparation campaigns through media and culture, communication between Earth's leadership and off-world councils, and infrastructure upgrades to prepare for technological integration. In this narrative, disclosure is not an event but a transition. The Coalition understands that revealing non-human intelligence overnight could fracture belief systems, destabilized governments and overwhelmed populations. Instead, humanity is being guided step by step toward awareness. The ultimate goal is peaceful integration into a broader cosmic community. Perth speaks of a disclosure agreement with Earth's leaders, coordinated with galactic councils to stabilize infrastructure before open contact. This includes 0.3 energy grids, a quantum financial system, and communication and mid-acclimation networks through media and political audiences. The first phase of this timeline takes place between 2026 and 27 and includes infrastructure upgrades, the release of UFO files, and initial contact with interstellar and oceanic civilizations, followed by interstellar civilizations through a coalition of worlds. The second phase is planned for 2027 with the establishment of the first open interstellar city, envisioned by Elon Musk and Peter Hessek, for a Star Trek-type civilization, a threshold of preparation for first contact, and a solar pulse that will expand human intuition and expel incompatible beings. Breaking news. U.S. Embassy in Saudi Arabia destroyed. People are attacking the U.S. Embassy in Iraq. U.S. Consulate in Dubai on fire after drone attack. The people of Pakistan attacked the U.S. Embassy in Karachi with weapons. Iranian drones attacked the Emirates port, the world's third largest fuel supply hub and the largest in the Middle East. Trump will provide military protection for oil tankers crossing the Strait of Hormuz. Iran says it has not yet used its most advanced weapon. Iran threatens to attack any ship crossing the Strait of Hormuz. Tehran says it is ready for a protracted conflict. Iranian cluster missiles burn an Israeli submarine and 7 warships in ports. The UN demands an investigation into the attack of the Minab school and speaks of a possible war crime. Israeli troops enter Lebanon. Israel increases its military presence in southern Lebanon and bombs Beirut again after a new Hezbollah attack. The International Atomic Energy Agency confirms damage to the Iranian nuclear facility at Natanz, but doesn't foresee a radiological danger. Europe. Macron announced the seizure of a Russian oil tanker in the North Sea. Greece installs an anti-aircraft missiles on the Carpathian Islands after Hezbollah's attack on Cyprus. Spain. Trump cut straight with Spain over its stance on Iran. Trump says Spain is a terrible ally and orders all trade cut off. NATO highlights the key support of allies like Spain despite not participating in the war. Rising oil and gas prices foreshadow a spike in inflation. Veteran journalist Fernando Onega dies at 78. A former high-ranking official from the Ministry for Ecological Transition and the owner of Forestalia have been arrested for alleged corruption in the renewable energy sector. And that's all for today. Thanks a lot, dear friends.